Hey there, Partridge Kids, welcome to STEWY'S 2021 Music Lesson of the Week. Hey there, Parkridge Kids, welcome to week 7 of STEWY'S Music Online for term 3. I hope you're all doing well out there. So this week we're going to be working on a bit of rhythm revision in part 1. Part 2 we'll have a go at making our own dance, just a very small, short, quick one. And in part 3 we'll do some more Chrome Music Lab experimentation. So let's just think about some of the rhythmic and beat stuff that we already know. It's stuff we've done back at school. We've done a bit last year and this year. Some of it we've done online as well. But let's just go over the things you need to know to be able to do some of the rhythm exercises I've included. You'll see the links in the slides. Just click on each one and have a go at clapping or tapping. You might have a drum or another instrument that you can use. Just keep your eyes on the music, listen to that beat, and try to follow the music as it goes. So the only notes you'll need to know for these exercises are, well, let's start with this one, ta, which can also be called a quarter note. This is worth 1 beat, and most bars of music go for 4 beats. So that's why it can get called a quarter note, because it takes up a quarter of a bar. It has a proper name of crotchet, but you really just need to know probably that it's ta, it's its sound name, and a quarter note is its value 1 beat. So if I was playing it or tapping it, 1, 2, 3, 4, ta, 1 beat. If there was 4 of them, it would go 1, 2, 3, 4, ta, 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 ta. I'm pretty sure you know this stuff, but I'm just making sure that you remember it. So these will appear in some of the exercises. This is actually a ta rest or a crotchet rest, a quarter note rest. It's worth 1 beat. Some people think rests are worth 0 beats or no beats. Brr, incorrect. It's actually still worth 1 beat. It's just a silent beat. So ta and the ta rest are both worth 1 beat. So if I had a bar of 4 of these, say rearranged, it would go 1, 2, 3, 4, ta, ta. There's 4 beats with a ta in one and a rest in between. The other note you'll see in the exercises, and we've done it back at school plenty of times, is this one. Well, it's really 2 notes. You would know it as TT. Now, TT is actually made up of 2 smaller notes. Together, well, that's one of them by themselves. Together, it's actually worth 1 beat. So there's a half beat there and a half beat there. You can sometimes see them by themselves. That's just a T, which is a half of a beat. But normally, most of the time, they're seen together. They appear in 2 in a row, just the way rhythms work. And they kind of stretch out this tail here, and it becomes TT. So TT is worth 1 beat together, by itself a half. Now, when they're by themselves, they can also be called 8th notes because you could fit 8 of these in a bar of 4 beats. Their other proper name is quaver. So they're a lot quicker than TTs because you've got to fit 2 sounds into 1 beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, ta, 1, 2, 3, 4, TT. 1, 2, 3, 4, ta, 1, 2, 3, 4, TT. You will also come across these in the exercises. These are, well, they have a couple of different names. I call them ta-ahs, and I've called them that since I was at primary school. But on the links that I've included in the slides, some of them will say 2e. Perhaps that's because they're worth 2 beats. Some people call them ta-ahs, some people call them 2e's. Look, their actual proper name is a minim, and they are also known as half notes because, well, 2 beats fill up half a bar of 4. So it's worth 2 beats. You can say ta-ah or 2e. You will need to actually say it when you play it because your hands can't actually hold a 2-beat note, can they? So, like I said, you could use pens. If you've got, you might have an instrument that rings out, like a triangle or something. That could definitely last for 2 beats. But you will see these in the exercises. So on those links, you'll only come across, I've chosen them because I don't want to do any of the trickier beats and rhythms yet. I'd rather we go into them at school. I'll show you them in a minute, just so you know. But they'll only be tars. There'll be some TTs, 8th notes. There'll be some ta-ahs, half notes. There'll be some tar rest or crotchet rest too. Now, it's good to know the value of these. I'll just do 2 more. There's so many other notes. There's dotted minims, there's dotted quavers. But like I said, we won't go into it too much. But these 2 are probably handy to know. They're not in the links that I've included. Let's start with this one here. It's, I call it a tar as its sound name in primary school. Its proper name is a semi-brief. It gets called a whole note because it fills up a whole bar of 4. Not in the exercises, but good to know. You would have done it when you're doing recorder in grade 3, 4, and when you do ukulele and guitar and keyboard, etc. You will start seeing whole notes a lot more. This is one of my favorites. Ticka ticka. Ticka ticka is actually made up of 4 tinier beats, or notes I should say, and each one of these is worth a quarter of a beat or a 16th of a bar. So they get called 16th notes. Semi-quavers is its proper name, but we can call them together ticka ticka. You can see them by themselves like TTs, but we won't go into that just now. So that's all the rhythm revision for this week. We will go into more detail of that stuff. I bought a really cool app on the iPads at school, and we can use that to practice all of our rhythm values when we're back to school. Good luck with those links that I've left in. I hope you have fun tapping and clapping along to those. That's it for part 1. Let's move on to part 2. Okay, for part 2, we're going to have a go at making our own short dance. And this is a nice, easy, fun way to do it. You'll notice in the slides, I've included a page that looks something like this. It's just a little grid. Look, if you can print it off, great, or you could even just rule up your own page like this. I've only got 8 different moves here. If you wanted to do more than 8, great. If you only want to do 4, that's fine too. So what you need to do, and it says here, is to either draw or you can write the moves in each one of these squares and then try to put it together to a beat. Now you can choose any song you want. You could even make something on Chrome Music Lab and just be thinking of groups of 4, or usually in dance, groups of 8. Here's a little something I prepared earlier. You'll see why. Oh, I forgot to put a smiley face on one of my pictures. I like to have a smiley face on my dance moves. You can see now why I'm not an art teacher. I'm a music teacher. So I just made a start. I might, if I get time, I'll finish off the other moves. So my first move in my dance, I've got here 4 star jumps, but I will try to make those 4 star jumps last for 8 beats. If you think about it, you could, I'm still sitting in my chair, but we go 1, 2 as it comes down, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4 star jumps is going to end up being 8 beats. If you want to do them quickly and just make them 4 beats, that's fine. My next move is going to be 4 foot taps. Like I would borrow like a foot tap from the nut bush, where you take a side step, tap, side step, tap, side step, tap, side step, tap. I know you can't see my feet in the video, but I'm pretty sure we've done the nut bush that many times at school. You know what I mean. So I borrowed a move from the nut bush. That's okay. My next one would be 4 side-to-side claps. It's going to end up being 8 beats. I'll put this down for a second. So I'm trying to be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 beats, but 4 claps. And the last one of my favorite disco stew moves, is 4 disco points. The old 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's just the start of my dance. Now, I'll probably later on, I'll finish off the rest of this. Pick a song that I like. Be thinking, I'll practice it a few times in groups of 8. Think of groups of 8, or you can do groups of 4. Keep your dance moves in time to the beat. Practice, practice, practice. And eventually, hopefully, you'll have a series of at least 8 moves that you could perform to the family. Or you might even want to film it and you can email it through to me. So that's it for part 2. Have fun making your own dances. Let's move on to part 3. All right, so I'm back in Chrome Music Lab, but you'll notice when you've clicked on the link this week that it takes you to a different looking page. This is the whole Chrome Music Lab library. Well, if I click on this one, Songmaker, this is the one we used last week. the one that has the beats down here, or the untuned percussion there, and our melodies and chords here. I might delete that one. Wonder how that sounds. Cool. But we've had plenty of goes on that, and I've really enjoyed some of the songs people have copied the links to and sent to me. They've been fantastic. There was one student in year 5, Brielle, who actually made Ode to Joy, sounds exactly like Ode to Joy, with the beat and a perfect melody and chords. So I thought I'd better mention that. So well done, Brielle, on that. That was excellent work. So let's go back to the actual library. Oh, how we do that? Yes, we want to cancel that. It just wants to make sure I don't want to save the work. So I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I'll quickly give you a tour of some of the ones I've checked out. Let's have a look at this one here, Kandinsky. It's so cool. So basically what you draw, it's going to make a sound for. Now, if you do a low one, it's going to do a low pitch note. If you do a higher one, the pitch will go higher. Higher again. Check out this one. I discovered it. If you draw a circle, watch what it does. It does a lovely little harmonic voice there. Makes a face. Now, if I put them above each other, it should, I hope, make a chord. I'm going to press play. That sounds cool. I can change the instrument. What does this one sound like? Lots of fun to be had on that one. Let's reset it. Okay. That closes the canvas, and we'll go back. With all these, I'm pretty sure you can copy the link, save them. You could send them through if you wanted. Check out this one. It's a spectrogram. So this is actually what sounds look like through an instrument or a tool called a spectrogram. So let's just try the flute here. Hopefully it'll work. Maybe I'll click on it again. There we go. That's what a flute looks like. It's very interesting. A trombone. If you had a drum machine, that's what it comes out. It's really fascinating. Now, if you go to this finger one here, I'm pretty sure, again, my internet seems to be playing up. There we go. You can just have a bit of a play. High pitch, low pitch. Oh, so much fun. We'll go back to this one. This is really cool. Arpeggios are, when we do singing back at school, arpeggios are those singing warm-ups we do when we're like la, 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 la. They're every kind of second note of a chord or a scale. Now you could just press them as chords here. Lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Or you can play them as arpeggios. If I press play here, there's an arpeggio. There's a C to an F. I'm trying to keep beats happening. G. Now I'm changing back to a C. It's got minor chords here. A minor, C minor, related scales and chords there. It's more high school music, but that's okay. Have a play. There's so much fun in these little apps. Let's do one more. I haven't looked at them all yet. I like this one, although you probably annoy your mum and dad with this one. And if you have any pets, if you have any dogs, watch out. This is an oscillator. An oscillator is a type of instrument. It's a really strange looking instrument, but this is our electronic one. Basically, you click on him. If you drag him, if you drag him up, he's going to go higher and lower. So you're just having a go at pitch there, and each different character has a slightly different sound. So much fun. I'll go back to the main page. I think we used that one. Yeah, this is the rhythm one we used in a couple of weeks ago as well. So like I said, I haven't checked out the whole Crow Music Lab myself. Just have a bit of a play this week. There's endless amounts of learning and fun to be had here. All right, let's wrap up the lesson. So that's it for this week's Stewy's Music Online. I hope you enjoy your music lesson. As always, take care out there. Have fun, and I'll either see you at school or back online. Catch ya. Hope you